Yo, what's going on, guys? DJHES here, bringing you guys another video. This is going to be the part 2 of the 20 finalists. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, unfortunately, I was actually really busy yesterday. I didn't get a chance to post. But there was a NIKEID design contest 20 finalists, part 1, and this was the randomly selected ones. Then for part 2 today, I'm going to show you guys the man. My fuel band video has 300,000 views. That's absolutely insane. Anyway, sorry. I actually didn't notice that before. So I'm going to show you guys. This is the design video that I had here. I'm going to pause it real quick so you guys don't actually watch the video. But I saw a lot of comments down here, and a lot of people were saying that, yeah, of course there were too many LeBron 10s that made the finals. There was a lot of LeBron 10s in general in submission. I wouldn't say probably 80%, no lie, out of 1,200 entries were LeBron 10s. I don't know if it's because people actually like LeBron, or if it's just the most expensive shoes, so that's why they wanted to do it. Regardless, I didn't judge because of that. I mean, who am I to judge what shoe you guys design? The other thing that I noticed, and a lot of people mention this. Only believe half what you hear nowadays. People will make up any stories just to win a shoe. Now, I realize that there was some sob story sort of things here and there. You guys have no idea how many stories I saw, and some of them were like that. Some of them were very compelling, regardless. And here's the thing: this is a shoe design contest based upon inspiration that inspires you as an individual. If you have specific things in your life or whatever it might be, this then and it shows through on the video. I looked at some of those things and appreciated it. So just a heads up on that. Some of these that I'm going to show you guys that I picked in my personal top 20, you guys I'm sure are going to say the same thing, which everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I understand that people will say anything nowadays to win, but some of these stories were just really great, and I really appreciated them. So these are the top 20 right here. I'm going to go ahead and get into them. I just want to say a big thank you again to all of you guys for subscribing to the channel. I'm at 22,000 subscribers now. When I first did the announcement, it was only 20,000. So I've already gained 2,000 since then, which is just nuts. This sneaker sector of YouTube is growing like crazy. Up in the upper left-hand side, you can see. But the top 20 I'm going to show you right now. This video is going to be long again because I'm going to go through each and every one of these and show you. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first one is a Nike Free Run 2 ID, and the reason why I chose this one, it says, on July 19, 2012, my dear friend Brooke Cobb collapsed and died from an undiagnosed heart issue after a football practice. He was only 14. I made the shoe in memory, as our school colors are purple and black. He wore number 55, and our school's football and lax teams, for our school's football and I don't know what lax teams is, but this I thought this was cool, man. It was cool that he actually made something. I actually Googled the name Brooke Cobb and saw what the kid looked like that ended up passing away, and it's just a one of those things that is a tragic situation. And I thought it was kind of cool that out of all the things he could have designed, he could have designed LeBron's or whatever it was, but he chose these ones, and that's what it was. So I thought it was cool. And it was a unique story, I thought, and I ended up choosing this one. So one of the 20. Moving on, this one is a Jeff Staple inspired colorway, which is just dope to me. If you don't know who Jeff Staple is, he's kind of legendary with the Nike SBs. Anyway, it says, while looking for the perfect gift for my boyfriend, a kick lover, I got inspiration to design my own. And who better than Jeff Staple Pigeon Dunks? His design motivated my creativity. The midsole speckles represent the sidewalk pigeon poop. Awesome design. You're not actually. There was two of them or a couple of them. I saw probably 4 different pigeon designs. Some Air Max ones and some other ones as well. But I really did like this one the best, and I decided to go ahead and choose this one. And some of these again, because some of these are very similar to the other ones. I liked it with the story and the shoe design combined. So hopefully you guys aren't gonna flame. I know I'm gonna get some hate regardless because I didn't choose X, Y, or Z people. And I promise you the first one was completely random. This one is just ones that I personally liked, and so hopefully you guys won't find that offensive. All right, moving down, we have some Kobe 8s. It says, my inspiration for the shoe is my little sister, Ashley. She is 10, and she means the world to me. She is all I have, and I am all that she has. She saw me watching the video and asked if she can make a shoe. This was a shoe, and it looked great. I added the personal IDs with my name Matthew and her name Ashley as on the IDs. I thought that was just amazing. To have a bond that tight with a brother and sister, I think is just really cool. And the fact that he helped let her help design the shoe was just even better. Again, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, well, maybe that wasn't. It was just a fake story or whatever it might be. I'm taking everything that comes in as it is. If somebody is actually going forward and faking stories or whatever, that's on their conscience, not on mine. So just please keep that posted. All right. Oh, sorry, Chloe. My dog down here is trying to get up on the couch, and I just tried to pick her up, and she yelped. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying to knock this out in one recording, so if it's jumbled, that's why. Moving on, number 4. Hey, these are basically my version of the Dornbecker. Because I have a little cousin that is in the hospital and very sick. He has autism. To support him, I let him design the shoe. He's a big fan of your channels. So yeah, we could call these the Dornbecker 8s. I really like this concept too, and the reason why is because, again, he let the other person design the shoe. And if you guys know anything about the Dornbecker series, the kids in the hospital actually design the shoes that are or they help design the shoes that are released. So the fact that he did that in this situation for his cousin that was in the hospital, I was like, man, that's really dope. It's really cool that it's just a really creative idea, and this is one of the most creative ones with that respect. And so because of that, I chose this one. I'm not a huge fan of the colors personally, but it's loud, it pops, and it would draw attention, and then he could tell people that what he designed it or how they designed it if he won. Pretty cool. Moving on. And again, man, not all these are sob stories. I just feel so exposed now because I feel like you guys are going to be judging a lot because of these. And I personally, again, I like these stories. This is inspirational to me and my family. During the 90s, my father was in Bosnian War, tried to defend a nation of Bosnia. My dad got hit by a grenade on the same day my uncle died trying to save him. The colors of the shoe represent the flag of Bosnia. I really want to thank you. I thought it was a cool story, and if it is in fact true, losing your dad and your uncle in the same day would be very difficult. Now, I saw a lot, I mean, at least 100 like stories where people have loved ones that passed away and stuff, which is just it. I think it's endearing. It's very endearing to see that you can design anything you want and you choose something that is in memory of somebody else. And I think that I mean, family is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing in the world. So the fact that people use the time to commemorate those, I found really cool. Next, Kobe 8 Systems. This is inspired by the American Heart Association colorway. My daughter was born with a congenital heart defect and has had 5 surgeries by the time she was 1. This is why I put the words love life, because every day we have her as a gift, and she does love life. Thanks for all you're doing with the community. Again, a really cool story. 5 surgeries by the age of 1 is just unbelievable. And I mean, it's obviously the red signifying the heart and stuff. A really cool story. I really liked what he designed here, and the fact that the inspiration was his daughter. Definitely had a soft spot for that. Moving on, we have another one. I chose this colorway because my great-grandfather was in World War II. As you can see, I incorporated the colors of the U.S. flag. I also, the Purple Heart pay homage to the Purple Heart my grandfather won by making 20 missions without getting killed. My grandfather passed away on August 10th, 2010. So I actually really like the design of this one in general. Hearing about the Purple Heart makes it even better because you can see the extra pops of purple on the red, white, and blue shoe. So I really thought this one was cool, and I liked the inspiration on this one. Moving on. This one is not just a fun one to me. I really like this one. I saw this one and I kept looking back, and then I finally narrowed it down to be in the top 20 because it was just cool, I thought. It says, well, let me start by saying thanks. I'm a big fan. As a little kid, I looked up to my grandpa and everything he did. He was a great artist, which this design represents. And as a kid, we made up a fake planet called Arknark. And when he said he loved you, he said, I love you too, Arknark, and back. And that's my ID name. Is Arknark. I thought that was cool, man. Making up your own imaginary planet with your grandfather. I mean, you probably couldn't have like more fond memories of a loved one than something like that. And I like the kind of the purples and blues and the KD. It was a great fit for the design. I thought. I look at this shoe and I was like, you can look at it and just go, oh yeah, Arknark. That's pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Definitely like the story, so I chose that one. Moving on, we have some LeBron 10 IDs. These are inspired by the Jordan Tokyo 5. Really like the design of the Tokyos and the colors. Same time, I could never afford a pair. Customized little LeBron 10s to have the same color theme. I hope to win the contest, and if I do, I'll wear them to my send-off dance that's coming up in May. Wish me luck. Thanks. I really like this design because obviously I'm a big fan of the Tokyos. I have a pair myself, and it looks like it draws inspiration from the Tokyos. It was one of the few that I saw. I don't. I This was actually the only one of the Tokyo inspired shoe that I saw. Um, as I mentioned in the other video, I saw probably 100 Yeezy and Miami Vice sort of colorways. This one was one of the original ones, and I really thought it came out well. Moving on, number 10. This one says the darker tones. This is this Kobe 8 spawns. The darker tones and the upper reflect death and dark energy imagery. I'm sorry, of the Spawn comics. The poison green outsole represents his immortality and necromagic power. Spawn and Image are also written in homage to the Image comics, and the poison green accents. Unrelated theme. The last name is Kai on the middle of the side. This to me was just dope because I know Spawn. My brother was a huge Spawn fan. He had the statues and stuff growing up, and the design came out just wicked, just crazy wicked. I looked at this and I was like, how did he make the color combinations for this shoe to make it look so sick? And to me, this one was definitely hot. So really like this one, Spawn themed. And I put this one in. I saw a lot of Superman themed and Spider-Man themes one as well, but I thought that this Spawn one took the cake with respect to the superheroes. Moving on, we have another LeBron 10. Now it's all red, but the reason why I chose this one was because of the story. I really like this one. I love music. Red is one of my favorite colors. It represents passion I feel from my music when I produce rap. I feel my body is taken over by sound I create. The one thing I see is the fire of my thoughts in my heart. This is what got me, though. I really thought this was a cool analogy, and I don't know. I've never heard it before. Maybe you guys have. But 1 and 1 are acronyms that stand for originality, never exits, and without negativity. And so it's like one, and then, I don't know. I thought it was really poetic, and because of that, I thought it was a dope story. Plus, it's an all-red shoe. It looks kind of fresh. But really, the story is definitely the reason why I put this one in the top 20. Moving on, we have one right here. It says people had their own shows and they loved while they grew up. Whether it was Dragon Ball, Batman, my choice was the show of Transformers. There was always a love for Autobots and Optimus Prime, but I always loved the colors of the Decepticons, mainly antagonistic Megatron. These are my Megatron-inspired X's. So I really like these. I saw probably at least 10 Autobot or Optimus Prime inspired shoes of some sort. I really liked all of them actually, but the fact that there was one Megatron like this, I was like, man. And I look at this and think automatically Megatron. The metallic purple is a perfect hit again. This one was a solid one for me, so I put this one in, especially as a fan of Transformers, you guys know. So great design. This one was mad creative, dudes. So this one, I immediately saw this one and I was like smiling ear to ear because I was like, I get it. It's phenomenal. And I don't know how old the kid is or the person is that designed these, but these are crazy. This is like one of those ones that I was like, man, I want to get for myself. But so it says, hey DJHES, thanks for the dope contest. I made these LeBrons dubbed the Crayola Pack. LeBron 9 Dunkmans were the first shoe that I bought that got me into the shoe game. Similar to the way everyone starts out in school using Crayola supplies. These LeBron have every color per marker that there is in a standard 8-pack. And I counted them out. There's 8 colors there. I mean, even the brown on the sole and the black and the white of the air. I guess the clear of the air pocket. I don't even know if white's actually a standard color. I don't think it is. But to me, I thought these was straight crack. Really thought this was a dope design and an original one too. I mean, when you talk about originality, this is one of those things that I think is dope. And the fact that they just got into sneakers with LeBron 10s as his first shoes lets me know that they're probably young in the sneakers. But the creative side of things is just off the charts, and it gives me like really a lot of hope for the future because if and again, I don't know how old this person is, but if the youth is coming up with cool ass stuff like this, I don't know, man. It lets me think that there's a lot of good things in store for us in the future of the sneaker community. Anyway, great design. Really like this one. Moving on, 14. This one is inspiration for McGill University in Montreal, Canada. Suffering from an anxiety disorder, teachers told me that I should pick up a trade instead of becoming a gym teacher and not to bother with a college and university. With hard work, I got past college, 1 year of university, and I just got accepted in McGill's phys ed program. So congrats for getting accepted in the program. It was one of those ones that stood out to me. I just kept looking over, and there was I narrowed it down to 90 out of 1,200, and I had to weed through 90 of them to get the top 20 in my opinion. And this one I just kept coming back to, and I can probably not relate to the fact of having like maybe some sort of a disorder, and then like making your way, just striving to be better and overcoming things. And I thought this was a great story for that. So really cool design as well. I like the clean look, white and red and a little hits of gray. Moving on, we have 15. I know this is a long video, guys. I apologize. This is a Lunar Glide 4. I don't like this design too much. I think it's neat. I like the speckles with the black and like yellow colorway. But the what got me was the story again. It says, "Hey, this is for my dad, really. Just a simple thank you gift. The inspiration behind the colorway are his shoes. My dad is a big fan of green and Volt black color combos. Plus, he loves Lunarlon and comfortable shoes in general. I thought this was cool, man. And I did get maybe a dozen of these type of videos where it was just selfless. It's a selfless act. Like this kid, and if they're making it up again, that's on their conscience. I'm looking at it for what it is. If this kid is designing a shoe that he could be just making for himself, but he wants to give back to his dad. As a thank you gift for like being a good dad, like that's friggin' awesome, dude. I think it's a selfless act and it shows and it was a great story and I liked it and I did get a lot of them like I said like that. Okay, moving on. We have the Ghostbuster movie theme, and this is it said it was one of my favorite movies since I was a kid. So these are inspiration to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from the movie Ghostbusters that came out in '84. The idea in the inner portion of the shoe say Stay Puft along with the number 84 for the year the movie came out. Thanks so much. I just looked at these and I was like, these are fresh, dude. So I don't know if you guys even saw this. A year ago, I did a video of a Ghostbuster pack of my inspiration of like three different shoes from the Ghostbuster movie. One of them was the Stay Puft Marshmallow, and one of them was the uniforms that the guys used and the Ghostbusters used, and one of them was a Slimer inspired shoe. I saw these on the LeBrons though, and I was like, man, that's awesome. So you look at this, and you probably can think USA, but the fact that he put Stay Puft on it and stuff, and it's mostly white, and I don't know, it's just cool. All in all, it was just a great design, and I liked it. So that one was there. This one of the first, I think this one came to me the first day or so of the contest. I can't even remember. Don't quote me on that date. Oh, April 14th. So this one happened a while ago. This one was just crazy fire to me. It says my inspiration is a double bubble, the bubble gum. I play basketball, and this is why I choose this particular shoe. This colorway is just like the double bubble wrapper. He spelled rapper wrong. That's okay. We'll forgive him. When I play, I must be chewing gum. My team uniforms are black and white, so these would really definitely pop. No pun intended. LOL. And if I win, I'd be sure not to step in gum. I really liked the fact that he added the last two lines in there. It just made me laugh a little bit as well. But the design to me was crack. Like if you don't know what the double bubble gum wrapper looks like, look it up, and then you'll see the inspiration that the guy got from that. And it was one of these ones that I first looked at, and before I even started setting aside ones for my top 20 or knew how I was going to do this video in the future, I looked at this one and I was like, man, this one's definitely going to be like a runner. I really liked it. I thought it was original. By far, if anything, it's the most original, one of the most original shoes that were sent to me. And off a simple inspiration like a bubblegum wrapper which is fresh. Really liked it. So there's that one. Moving on, we have the last three coming up here. This one, it says, inspired behind the shoe was the inspiration was, for the shoes for my mom that passed away in December from cancer. The pink design is for the Find the Cure campaign, and the red airbag was my mom's favorite color. And the heel ID had the quote "Find a cure for" with her birthday on it. So this shoe means a lot. Thanks. This is one of, I want to honestly say, about 25 different think pink or pink inspired colorways for breast cancer, which lets me know that breast cancer affects a lot of people out there. And I randomly chose this one. I guess I didn't really randomly choose this one. I don't know what I'm saying. There's those 25 of them. It was hard to narrow down one of them to make the top 20. I chose this one because I like the fact that well, for one, obviously the mom passed away in December, which is fairly recent. But I like that they put red color, just a hit of red in the airbag because it was like her favorite color. He said. So I don't know, and I like the design also, but But yeah, man, it was inspirational, and it's just sad to see that so many people are affected from breast cancer. And it'd be really crazy if they could find a cure for that stuff pretty soon. I lost my aunt to cancer um, this over I think in January or so as well. So it's just definitely something that hits home a little bit. So great design. Moving on, we have two left. This one, it says, Yo, Hess, what's up? These are the Pac-Man KD5s. I was inspired by Mr. Pac-Man Nike SB. I've loved video games forever. I've been playing Pac-Man since I was 2. My parents introduced me, and I've been hooked ever since. On the back right of the tongue, it says level 256, which is the kill screen on the originals. That to me, that last line is what let me know that yes, this person actually really loves Pac-Man. If he didn't know that the 256 was the kill screen level, then he wouldn't have been able to put that on the screen. This one was a tough one. There was this one, and there was a Space Invader one that somebody designed of a KD5, and it was between those two to try to figure out which one was in the top 20. I went with the Pac-Man one. I really liked the Space Invader design a lot, but I did like the story on this one a little bit better because of that kill screen thing. So that was a cool design as well with Pac-Man. And the last one we have here, it says April is Autism Awareness Month, and I designed this shoe with my autistic 6-year-old son. The widely accepted symbol for autism awareness is a ribbon comprised of red, yellow, blue, green puzzle pieces. This is our interpretation of Autism Speaks. Is one of the is on the collar, and my son's favorite number is 88. Is featured, and I really thought this was cool as well. Kind of reminded me of a little bit of the Crayola pack colors, but really the fact that it was comprised of those 4 colors and for a reason, and for the fact it's for his son and for autism in general, I thought was cool. And I don't know, man. It was a great design and a good story, and in my opinion, it definitely rounded up the top 20. So these were the top 20 in no particular order. If you didn't win, I know there's a lot of people that have already rage quit this video because they didn't win and they didn't get chosen. And I want to just say thank you for entering regardless. I know that sometimes it's really hard to hear that you don't win. It's even harder for myself to know that I'm not able to choose somebody that really wanted to win. And it's hard to tell based on some text of a 250 characters or whatever of what the inspiration and story is behind the shoe. But this was definitely an eye-opening contest. It really was. Like the fact of the matter of you guys basically designed these shoes with such personal inspirations. It let me into your guys' kind of personal lives a little bit, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I definitely will plan on doing some more stuff like this. At the very least, if not a full-on giveaway, I want to do like at least a bi-weekly or monthly of just NIKEID designs where you guys send me your designs, and then I'll just feature them because sometimes they're just so crazy. It was so fun. It was a job to look through 1,200 designs, but it was definitely worth it. So this was a finalist for the video number 2. As you saw yesterday or 2 days ago, I did the finalists for the random generated numbers. I'm going to randomly generate a winner out of those 20. I'll do that live for the next video, and then I will pick one of the winners for the top 20 that I chose. So I've decided, yes, there will actually be 2 winners. One from the random and one from the 20 that I chose. That way it kind of hits all aspects of the giveaway, and it doesn't hopefully people won't feel cheated because you got a random chance to win, as well as if you had a really good design that I personally liked, you'll have an opportunity to win as well. If you guys like this concept of this video and you're still watching, thumbs up the video, leave a comment, let me know things I can improve on, things you liked about the contest, and look for the finalists and the actual winners to be announced very shortly in the next day or so. Take it easy, guys. Peace.